Okay. Okay, so here's the speaker, and here is the box that has the transmitter and the microphone. Oh, it needs, okay.
Do you want me to give verbal
Yeah,
details
sure.
as
So
well?
what is this? What is this?
So this here is the receiver that connects to the wireless handheld transmitter.
Okay.
And what we're going to do is plug this into both power and plug it into the speaker for audio transmission. So first thing we need to do with the receiver is make sure it's plugged in. There's a wall wart that connects to the back of the unit right here. And that just plugs directly into power. And then the second connection we're going to make.
Okay, so it's on already? It's automatically on?
Yeah, there's no on-off switch
Okay,
on it.
okay.
Yeah, it just turns on.
Okay.
Second connection we're going to make is the audio connection, which is again out of the back into this microphone out or XLR connection.
Obvious. Okay.
And that plugs into the speaker. And you have some options here on the back of the speaker. You've got 2 inputs, 2 outputs, and a line through output that combines these. You don't have to worry about any of that. Just take this, the XLR, and plug it into this combo jack into one of the lines, preferably line 1, just to keep it the same.
Okay.
And then you're going to check these dials and these buttons here. First thing you want to do is make sure that this is in normal mode. There's 3 modes: extension, sub,
Okay.
normal, and deep. Put that into normal mode. And then there's the high frequency adjustment. There's flat or vocal boost. You know, you may choose to use vocal boost, but just keep in mind that those are 2 options. I would start with it being at flat.
Flat. Okay.
And then there's the front LED option, which is power, limit, and off. If you leave this on power, the front LED here will show up when the speaker's turned on, which is this button here. You can turn that on right there. Once that gets power, you'll see a blue LED show up right there.
Okay.
And if you want to set it to limit mode, that limit mode will allow this light to turn on when the speaker is limiting, meaning it's being overdriven. Or you can simply turn it off. Those are the 3 options.
So I should leave that where?
You know, it's up to you guys what you want to do.
Okay.
If it's a distraction, and you don't want to see it, I would leave it off.
Okay.
If you want to know that it's on, I'd leave it in power.
Okay.
And if you're sophisticated enough to decide that you want to know about the limiting, I'd put it to the limit.
No, I'm going to leave it on power. Okay.
Perfect. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to set up the handheld transmitter to the receiver. Now a lot of these are automatic linking and easily syncable microphones, so this should be a fairly simple process, but I'll go through that. We need to get some batteries in here. These require 2 AA batteries. And this has a very simple on, off, and mute switch. When it's pushed and held, the microphone turns on. When it's a short push, it turns to an amber color, which means it's muted.
Okay.
So you can mute it from the handheld directly.
Okay.
Okay. What you want to do here is look at the channel assignment, which right now it's on channel 1.
Okay.
And you take this and press the sync button and line this up to the unit here. And it should sync immediately, and it's ready, which means we should be getting signal. And you can know that you're getting signal by the little green light that flashes as you're talking into the microphone.
Okay.
That's showing you that it's getting signal.
Okay.
And once we're getting signal, in order to turn that up on the speaker, you can actually see here what you're getting into the speaker. Now, one button we didn't talk about here, there are two options. There's line and mic mode. Currently the speaker's in line, and what those are just two different levels of output. So let's try it in line mode and see what it does. Check, check, 1, 2, 1, 2. Hey, hey, 1, 2, 1, 2. So we can hear it, but it's very quiet.
Okay.
That's turned all the way up. So because this is a microphone, we're going to want to make sure that this is in mic mode. So turn the gain back all the way down. Flip it up here to mic.
Okay.
Okay. Now you see that there's an amber light that stays on. You can also see that this is much stronger of a signal. Check, check, 1, 2. Hey, hey, 1, 2. So at a very reasonable gain, at about halfway, we're at a reasonable volume.
Okay. So I could just leave that on mic?
You can leave that on mic.
Okay.
Correct. If you were using a mixer with this, you would want to leave that in line level.
Oh, okay.
That's pretty much the quick tutorial. If for some reason that this stops communicating, there's a couple things you can do. You can try doing a sync by just pressing the sync button again.
Okay.
Also, you may have some interference on the specific channel, and what you can do is actually press the channel button here. It's going to give you a new channel, and once that channel pops up, you will repopulate that channel with this by pressing the sync button again. So you press that, and once it sees it, check, check, 1, 2, hasn't seen it quite yet. And maybe, actually, I might have to take this off and see. Let's see, I didn't think you did. Oh, I think you just have to hold it here. Let's see. Check, check, 1, 2. Let's see. Where's the sync? Maybe it's here. There it is.
Oh, okay.
So you got to take this off and hold that to there and hold that sync button. Check, check. And now we're getting signal again on a different channel. And there's no change or benefit to in the channel. It's just that if you have interference on a specific channel, you can change it.
Okay. Could we put that back on 1?
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, we can't because it's a. I mean, I can hit it again. It may select one.
Oh, okay.
If I turn this off, let's try. I'm interested to see.
Okay.
The reason it doesn't select one when you press that is because this was originally set to 1. It sees it and goes, "Oh, I should stay away from that."
Oh, okay.
Let's see if maybe it will now, or it might go to something completely different too.
Okay.
Set
Oh,
and
okay.
see. And it really doesn't matter.
All right.
It does seem a little weird, but it doesn't matter.
Okay. All right.
Check, check. Oh, I have it turned off. That's why. Check, check. 1, 2. Hey, hey, 1, 2. Check, check. Okay. So it'll work on any of them.
Okay. So where's the sync button?
There's no button. There's an IR receiver here.
Okay, got it.
And that gets lined up with the IR transmitter, which is right here.
Okay. Oh.
What do you think?
Good. Good. So, and I need to be careful of not getting in front of the speaker. You get a lot of feedback.
Let's try. Let's see. You'd be surprised. Sometimes speakers do way better than this. I mean, the other thing to tell you is that it's also dependent on the room. Mm-hmm. You could take a speaker in a certain room and be just fine. Okay. And then in a different room and not be so good. So let's check, check, 1, 2. I'm going to blow you out with some feedback, David. You ready? Yeah. Cool. Hey, hey, 1, 2. So at this level right here, you're doing pretty good. Okay. I mean, even turning back, you're doing fine. Okay. All right. But it may be different in your space. So you want to, kind of feel that out. You definitely don't want to do that. You're right. Okay. No, they won't. But, and if we turned it up much louder, then it would start feeding back. Okay. All right. But in general, you're definitely right. You want to keep the speaker in front. It's good practice. Okay. So that's it? That's it. Okay.